here in Montreal, Quebec. Hi again, everybody. I'm Mike Goldberg, and welcome once again to the Ultimate Fighting Championship. The belt is on the line, and the winner walks away with the most coveted title in the sport today. With me, as always, my partner, Joe Rogan. Joe, I'll tell you what, tonight's matchup is incredible.
It's unbelievable, Mike. We have a challenger who has annihilated the competition to get to this position, and some say the champion has never faced a test like this guy. Tonight is going to answer a lot of questions.
It all will be settled inside the octagon. A huge main event. In fact, this whole card contains great matchups. Let's take a look at our rules of the octagon. 3 judges will score the bout. The bout duration, 3 5-minute rounds. Tonight's championship fights are scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. A 10-point must scoring system is in effect, with the round winner gaining 10 points, his opponent 9 or less, based on effective striking, grappling, aggression, and octagon control. We begin our night with a light heavyweight showdown between El Nino and the Hurricane. Fighting out of the blue corner is the Hurricane, elusive and tactical on his feet. This heavy-handed striker is most impressive when he takes a fight to the mat and utilizes his ground and pound. He comes in tonight looking to hammer out a big win inside the octagon. Standing across from him in the red corner is El Nino. Quick on his feet and lethal from his back, this submission artist can turn a dangerous situation into a tap-out victory in the blink of an eye. The Hurricane, set to enter the world-famous octagon once again.
This guy can really impose his will on a fight, Mike. He's constantly pushing forward, putting pressure on you. He'll grind you up against the cage, pepper you with shots, come at you with relentless ground and pound. He just keeps bringing the attack the whole time he's in there.
The Hurricane, fired up and ready to go. El Nino, making his way to the world-famous octagon.
This guy fights like a bulldozer, Mike. He moves forward and he doesn't stop. He throws punches in big numbers and he is relentless with his takedown attempts. He sets a crazy pace and he has the ability to win fights by simply grinding down his opponents.
El Nino, ready to throw down and put on a show. Our Tale of the Tape is brought to you by Tap Out, an expression of combat known worldwide, now available at tapout.com. We are now set for the official introductions, and with that, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live from the Bell Center in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. And now, it's time to begin our first bout of the evening. 3 rounds in the UFC Light Heavyweight division.
Introducing first.
Fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Houston, Texas, the Hurricane. And now, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a kickboxer. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of San Jose, Costa Rica, Jesus El Nino. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of this contest is Josh Rosenthal.
Josh Rosenthal, our referee. Mike Goldberg alongside my partner Joe Rogan. Round 1 is about to begin.
Ready?
The Hurricane, El Nino. And here we go.
Fight.
Oh, over the top.
Use your feints.
Nice punches.
Fast hands, good battle inside.
Stick to the game plan. 2-3-2.
He caught the leg.
Joe, the big kick, and he drops him.
Yeah, he swept him with that leg kick.
Somehow he's able to get up. Oh, they're just throwing.
Oh, they're exchanging here. Nice Superman punch.
Don't chase him.
He caught the kick.
Wow, that right hand.
Sit down, nice and tight. I want Bruno. Stand in the middle, let him come and fight.
Under 3 minutes now.
Hands up.
And now he's answered. Oh, big combination. Good counter, though, Joe.
Look down and go upstairs.
Oh, big kick.
Well over 2 minutes remains in round number 1.
He's got the clinch.
To your chin, to your chin.
Oh, and
Nice
again.
body shots. El Nino's really starting to bleed here, Mike.
Watch it. Wrestle him, man.
Joe, he's got his opponent up against the fence.
Throw that left right down the middle. He's getting too comfortable. He misses, make him pay. Get to the left.
Under 90 seconds remains in the first of 3 5-minute rounds. Push kick. Just over a minute remains. He is just teeing away.
Oh, big right hand. He's down.
Oh!
Well, he got rocked, but man, he snapped back quick.
Joe, the crowd favorite, El Nino.
And back to full guard.
Final 30 seconds. Non-title fight scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds.
Oh, he got reversed. And he gets reversed.
10 seconds.
Oh, he's mounted him.
Into half guard. Round 1 complete. Joe, both fighters seem determined to keep this fight standing.
And the crowd here seems to appreciate a good striking match, Mike.
You just got to get a little more active with everything, okay? Keep that range. A lot more range. Right? You feel him open that guard. Bring out that combat. You need to get yourself, okay? Okay, but I need a lead hook overhand, not the backhand overhand. And if it lands, then come back with that backside. Okay? I never so often change levels.
Let's check out some of the action from that round, Mike. This was well timed here. Just a beautiful slip and counter. And here we see some amazing anticipation with a tremendous counter. Some good striking in that round, Mike.
Working, letting him go a little bit. Okay? We can't wait for him too long.
The beautiful Ariani gets us set for round number 2.
Gentlemen, ready? Ready?
This is round 2, and here we go.
1-6.
Nice body shots over and over again. He's landing these.
Oh, but he ate a left
attack the
hand.
left.
Good kick to the leg of his opponent.
What an exchange here. Wow, looping hook there.
Trying to close the distance.
Hands up, baby. Try to get a takedown if you can. Knees. Ready, go, get in there. Get him backing up and make him pay.
And he's got it. And he's down. He's inside control here.
Relax here. You're fine. Relax here.
Nice body shot.
Oh!
Man, those are knockout punches, Joe.
Vicious punches from the... Oh, he got reversed. He's past the
Nice.
half guard.
He's in the guard.
Side control. Big right hand. Okay, moves into the mount here. Oh, reversal.
You got a sweeper. Get out. Let's go. Push him up. Get your feet on the hips.
Side control now.
He ate that one.
Hands up.
2 minutes remains in the second.
Nice right hand. Oh, he gets reversed. Nice right hand.
Watch when you grab your leg.
Oh, he got reversed.
Control his hands.
Nice, nice. Game plan, buddy. That's it. Coming up on 1 minute, baby.
Wow, that right hand.
Submission time.
Under a minute remains.
Gives you that Kimura fake.
Look for position, bro. Hold his head down.
Full guard.
Push him off line and move your hips out. Head control. Take him out.
20 seconds.
Great reversal.
Side control. He's got one arm trapped. He's got them both trapped.
That's the end of round number 2. Our fighters will move to the third and final round.
I like how they took that fight everywhere in that round, Mike.
Absolutely. Some well-rounded skills shown by each fighter. We have no idea what to expect here in the last round, but I'm looking forward to it.
From the game plan. Are you paying attention to me? Don't vary from the game plan. Right? Throwing that. Hey, 5 minutes of hell. Tighten your punches up. The uppercut is there all day, but you got to bring something behind it. You got to bring something behind it. Keep your elbows in, feet.
Let's take a look at the replay of some of the action here, Mike. This was well timed here. Just a beautiful slip and counter. And here we see some amazing anticipation with a tremendous counter. A lot of versatility being shown in that round, Mike.
When you go jab, bro, come back with the jab. Don't come back with the hook. He's leaning back.
There's Shandela getting set for round 3.
Gentlemen, you ready? You ready?
Round 3 is underway.
Oh, nice counter left hook right there. Big right hand. Got him pressed up against the cage here, working for control.
Outstanding takedowns.
Get busy here.
He's got side control.
Work that wrist control.
He's got half guard.
Push that knee. Go
Oh, he got reversed.
Pass the head. Get some piercing position here, bud.
And into side control. He's looking to isolate an arm here, looking for the Kimura. He's got it in position. This is very tight. He's cracking on it.
He might get the win here.
This looks like he's going to get it, Mike.
And there's the tip. It is all over.
Very nice.
All kinds of torque on that shoulder. El Nino with the spectacular finish. Joe, once he connected that hand to the wrist, as you talked about, it was game over.
Yeah, that's what puts all the pressure and the leverage against that shoulder. And you see it, he turns his wrist up towards his shoulder. Ow.
The veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer, has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Josh Rosenthal has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 29 seconds of the third round.
declaring La Gagnon and the winner by tap out due to a Kimura,
Jesus.
El Nino.
El Nino, the winner here tonight. Up next, it's a heavyweight collision between the Storm and the Hurricane. Our Tale of the Tape is brought to you by the only motorcycles worthy of being in the octagon, Harley-Davidson.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
The Hurricane, the Storm. And here we go.
Guys, fight.
Oh, but he ate a left hand. What a battle.
Step the outside, keep control.
What an exchange here.
Let's go, Shoko.
1-6-2-5.
Nice job, double leg.
He's got half guard. Oh, he got reversed. He's got over under here from the back and back to full guard.
Able to pass to half guard.
He has taken some brutal ground and pound here. He's in full guard. Moves to half guard. Moves into full mount here.
If he can flatten out his opponent, Joe, he can put in a choke here with both hooks in. Now able to posture up.
He's got both hooks again. Back to over under.
Let's see what he does from here, Joe. Good sprawl. Just over a minute.
Oh, beautiful combination. He's hurt. He got blasted, but he seems to have recovered quickly.
The crowd rallying behind the Hurricane. 45 seconds remains in the first round.
Oh, he got tagged to the hook.
And the uppercut scores.
Oh, nice counter left hook right there. We're seeing a lot of power shots getting countered by quicker strikes here, Mike. You can throw bombs all day, but if you're getting tagged by a faster fighter coming in, it'll throw you off over and over.
And that's the end of round one. Great performance by both fighters in that round, Joe.
Yeah, it started off almost as just a brawl, but since then, they found the rhythm, worked their game plan, and this is turning into a very intriguing matchup.
Don't let your back sit on the cage, okay? Need some more?
Finish every combination with a kick. You listen to me? Finish every combination with a kick. Keep the right kick going. Control range. Finish with a takedown at the very end.
Let's go to the replay of that round, Mike. Here's that beautiful counter punch. And here we see some amazing anticipation with a tremendous counter. A lot of versatility being shown in that round, Mike.
Hands up inside. The leg kicks are there. All right, the leg kicks are there.
There's the beautiful Arianny as we get set for round two.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Round two.
Let's go, guys. Fight.
Double underhooks.
Oh, belly to belly again.
Elbow! Pressure, elbow.
Into half guard.
Through half guard, through half guard. Get him from half guard.
Looks like the Hurricane is cut. He's in the full guard here. Half guard.
You got a lot of time. Beautiful.
Wow, this crowd tonight really hyping the Hurricane.
Referee's gonna stand him up here. Good call.
Let's see if it gets a little faster toe-to-toe.
Oh, beautiful left hook. He's rocked. Oh, but he recovers.
Now they're going to close it up again, right to the clinch.
Oh!
And again he goes for a ride. And another
one.
big strike.
Oh, he recovers.
Oh!
He ate that one.
Half guard.
Full guard. Back to side control.
Under 2 minutes remains in round number two. This fight scheduled for 3. That's a huge left hand.
Oh, he's even hurt more. Oh, but he recovers. He's got half guard. He's in full guard.
Into half.
Oh, big right hand.
It is all over. What power. Vicious ground and pound. And the knockout finish. The Storm with the spectacular finish.
Let's look at it again. Look at all the power he gets in this.
That is
look
one
at it again.
powerful dude, Joe. Watch. And lights out. Boom. Right on the button, Joe. And with our official decision, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Miragliotta has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 28 seconds of the second round, declaring La Gagnant and the winner by knockout, the Storm, Yoshida.
The Storm is the victor. up next, a light heavyweight showdown between Diesel and the Professor. Our Tale of the Tape is brought to you by Dodge.
Are you ready to fight?
The Professor, Diesel. And we are underway. Oh, they're just throwing.
Oh, they're exchanging here.
Keep moving to the outside.
Nice job, double leg.
He passes to half.
Transitions to the full mount. Now able to posture up.
Watch for him to grab your leg.
You gotta fight for the underhook.
Oh, he got reversed. Oh!
Man, those are knockout punches, Joe.
Oh, big
my
shots from the top.
goodness.
He got blasted, but he seems to have recovered quickly.
And the chance begin for the Professor.
There's a bit of a cut here on the Professor, Mike.
Get that double going. Get that double going.
Oh!
Mix it up with your punch.
Push kick. And now Diesel is cut open.
He caught the kick, and he's down.
Stay tight in there.
Reversal. Very nice.
Once you clear those legs, back up.
2 minutes remains in round number 1. Great reversal.
Push that knee and go past it. Pull on the hip, kick him away. Don't let him
Oh, he gets reversed.
move your hips out.
Great job on the reversal. Just over a minute remains.
Keep the half guard. Get that leg up.
Boom!
1 minute. Work that wrist.
Moves into full mount here. Oh, he got reversed.
45 seconds.
Moves into half guard.
Nicely done.
Oh, reversal.
In the full mount.
He's got the arm triangle.
Trying to remain calm, see if he can break out of this. Wow, great
Oh,
job
and he
done
escapes.
defensively.
Oh, he got reversed.
Round 1 is complete. A great display of grappling skills in that round.
Absolutely, Mike. I love a good jiu-jitsu match, and these two are putting on a show.
You can catch him all day long in that triangle and that armbar. You can catch him all day long, okay?
Hey, look it. Just score. All you need to do is score. You score with that takedown. Good. Okay, he's tired. His legs are tired from trying to hold that figure four. Okay, push the pace. Push the pace on him.
Let's check out some of the action from that round, Mike. Here we see a huge shot landing on the ground. And here's that submission escape. Great display of ground defense here. Some good groundwork in that round, Mike.
You can catch him all day long in that triangle and that armbar. You can catch him all day long.
Ariani gets us set for round 2.
Are you ready to fight? Are you ready?
We are set for the start of round number 2. This fight scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds.
Diesel got hit on the same spot. That cut's really opened up now.
Hands up. Back him up. Thanks.
Oh, looping hook there.
They clinch.
Left arm inside. Get him backing up and make him pay.
Looking for the takedown.
Pressure him once you
Again, the takedown is stuffed.
Mount. Oh, he gets reversed. And he gets reversed. Full guard. Oh, he's got an arm bar. I don't think it's quite tight enough. Oh, he escapes. Very nice. Good defense. Reversal. Very nice. He ate that one. He's got one arm trapped. He's got them both trapped. Oh, big shots from the top. Mike, he's hurt. He's hurt bad. He got blasted, but it looks like he snapped back pretty quickly.
The crowd now chanting for Diesel.
Control his hands.
Oh, he got reversed.
Push on the hip. Push him away. You're busy here.
And back to full guard.
Push away and get back to your feet. Yes.
Oh, reversal. He's in the full guard here.
Great reversal. Just over a minute remains.
Okay, moves into the mount here. Armbar. Good defense here. He's keeping the hands tight. Oh, he rolled out of it. Very nice escape.
45.
He's in the salivary position. Side control.
Great job on the reversal.
Oh, he got reversed. And he gets reversed.
Full mount here. That's the end of round number 2. Our fighters will move to the third and final round. We saw some decent groundwork in that second round, Joe.
Yeah, these guys are very active on the ground. One mistake in this final round and either fighter could finish it early.
Just be there. Finish this fight. Get it over with. He is not as good as you. All right?
Good? Okay, he's tired. His legs are tired from trying to hold that figure four. Okay, push the pace. Push the pace on him.
Let's go to the replay of that round, Mike. We saw some nice submission defense. Beautiful technique to get out of that. And here's that massive shot that connected on the ground. And here's another near submission. Tremendous ground defense being shown. Solid wrestling skills on display in that round, Mike.
If he gets that body lock, we gotta fight it off.
Ready to start round 3. There's the beautiful Brittany.
Are you ready to fight? Are you ready?
We are set for the third and final round of this non-title matchup. And now he's answered. Trying to get the takedown. Good takedown defense. He's in the guard.
He's in full mount here. Oh, he gets reversed. Oh, he got reversed.
Joe, he's going to get back up to his feet. Look at how he's utilizing the cage effectively.
Oh, mount.
Postured up.
Nice right hand. Reversal. Reversal. Very nice.
Under 2 minutes remains. Third and final round. He is teeing off right now. That's a huge left hand.
Oh, he's even hurt more. Oh, he's looking for an ankle lock.
Great submission defense. Trying to turn out, and he does.
And escapes. Very nice. The professor is starting to gas here, Mike. He's got the clinch. He's got the double.
Good sprawl. 45 seconds remains.
Oh, but he's got him back. Drives him back again.
Final 30 seconds of the third and final round.
20 seconds, it's over.
Oh, he got reversed. Good job hip escaping there. Moves to half guard. Is it full guard?
That is the end of the third and final round. Joe, neither man embarrassed himself, but neither man really put on a show in that fight.
It wasn't the best fight we've ever seen, but it was a good one. Let's take a look at some of the action from that round, Mike. Here we see a huge shot landing on the ground. And here's that submission escape. Great display of ground defense here.
The judges have rendered their scorecards. Bruce Buffer has the decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score it 30, 27, 30, 27, and 30, 27, declaring La Gagnante and the winner by unanimous decision, the Professor.
The Professor has earned the win. Up next, a light heavyweight showdown between Mayhem and the Headhunter. Fighting out of the blue corner is the Headhunter, known for his stand-up skills and his endless cardio. This crowd favorite pushes a pace that few fighters can match, and he'll be looking to steamroll over one more opponent tonight. Standing across from him in the red corner is Mayhem. With some of the best kicks in the division, this elusive mixed martial artist looks to set up his offense from the outside and chip away at opponents with precision strikes. If this fight stays on the feet, look for him to give the crowd a spectacular knockout victory. The Headhunter, set to enter the world-famous octagon once again.
This guy's a very accomplished grappler, Mike. He's a powerful striker, he's a powerful wrestler, he has great submissions, and he is extremely dangerous if this goes to the ground. He can realistically dictate where this entire fight takes place with his grappling ability.
The Headhunter, fired up and ready to go. Mayhem, making his way to the world-famous octagon.
He comes from a traditional martial arts background, Mike, and he has adapted his karate training well into mixed martial arts. He's got fast hands, bear trap reflexes, a good arsenal of kicks, and he is a very effective counter fighter.
Mayhem, ready to throw down and put on a show. Our tale of the tape is brought to you by the only motorcycles worthy of being in the octagon, Harley-Davidson. And now with our official introductions, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC Light Heavyweight Division.
Introducing first.
Fighting out of the blue corner This man is a kickboxer. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 205 pounds, fighting out of Osaka, Japan. Shinji, the Headhunter Tanaka. And now, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a submission fighter. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds, fighting out of Kislovodsk, Russia. Vladimir Mayhem Volkov. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of this contest is Dan Miragliotta.
Dan Miragliotta, our referee. I'm Mike Goldberg with Joe Rogan, and we're ready to get things started. The Headhunter, Mayhem. Round 1 is underway. Oh, ducking in and counters that nicely.
Left hook, he's down! Oh! Well, he got rocked, but man, he snapped back quick.
The crowd clearly in favor of the Headhunter.
He ate that one.
Boom! Half guard. Got the butterflies in.
Back to side control. Oh man, the Headhunter is cut open bad now, Mike. Side control again. Nice right hand. Oh, another one. He's got half guard. He passes. Side control. And back to full guard. Side control.
Nicely done. And really raining down some haymakers.
He
Side
got
control.
it. Very nice. Moved into side control. Half guard.
In the guard.
Side control. Nice right hand. Big right. Oh, that right hand hurt him. Oh, but he recovers.
The chants continue. The crowd really behind the Headhunter. Oh, that's a huge left hand.
Oh, he's even hurt more. Oh, he recovers.
Joe, this building is electric. What a classic matchup.
He's in full guard. He's got side control.
Wow, that right. Oh, that's a big shot.
Oh, he's hurt, Mike. He's hurt bad.
It is all over. That is as vicious a display of ground and pound that you and I have seen in a long time.
That was very, very nasty.
Mayhem gets the stoppage.
Here we see it one more time.
Watch it again.
And here's how he finishes him off. Just picture perfect ground and pound from the side control.
Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Miragliotta has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 47 seconds of the very first round, declaring La Gagnante and the winner by TKO, Vladimir Mayhem Volkov.
Mayhem, your winner tonight. Up next, it's a heavyweight collision between Merciless and Big Dog. Fighting out of the blue corner is Big Dog, a knockout artist known for his ability to dish out brutal amounts of punishment. He is one of the most feared stand-up fighters in the division. Standing across from him in the red corner is Merciless. With some of the best kicks in the division, this elusive mixed martial artist looks to set up his offense from the outside and chip away at opponents with precision strikes. If this fight stays on the feet, look for him to give the crowd a spectacular knockout victory. Big Dog, set to enter the world-famous octagon once again.
This guy is a very accomplished judoka. He'll be very powerful in the clinch, and when he's there, he'll be looking to set up big throws or takedowns. If he can close the distance and get underhooks, we're going to see some beautiful martial arts techniques from him.
Big Dog, fired up and ready to go. Merciless, making his way to the world-famous octagon.
This guy moves like a tornado, Mike. He's extremely light on his feet with great head movement. He comes in at crazy angles, sets up his attacks with feints, and he can really take you out of your game plan. It's tough to time your shots when you're fighting someone like this.
Merciless, ready to throw down and put on a show. Tale of the Tape is brought to you by UFC Store. The sport lives here. And now with the official introductions of our fighters, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division.
Introducing first.
Fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a wrestler. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 235 pounds. Fighting out of North Hollywood, California, Big Dog Morales. And now, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a karate fighter. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 240 pounds. Fighting out of London, England, Merciless. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of this contest is Josh Rosenthal.
Josh Rosenthal, our referee. Mike Goldberg alongside Joe Rogan. We are ready to get things started.
Ready?
Big Dog,
Ready?
Merciless. And here we go.
Let's fight.
Oh, answered by a big body shot.
1-6.
Push kick. And
got him down.
the takedown.
Pushes him off at the feet.
Yep.
Oh, looping hook there.
And now he's answered.
What an exchange here.
The outside, keep control. First the hands, there you go.
Both guys staying in tight.
Keep moving. Press forward. Working your angles. 1-6.
That cut on Big Dog is really opened up now.
Oh, but he ate a left
Tackle
hand.
left. Nice right hand.
Over and overhead.
Oh, big head kick.
Hands go. Over and overhead. Kick to the liver. 1-1-2-9.
Nice body kick.
Almost got it.
Left hook, he's down. Diving punch into the guard. Side control.
Nicely done.
He ate that one.
Well over 2 minutes remains in round.
Oh, he got reversed. He's in mission control.
Pushing his opponent away.
Oh, nice counter left hook right there.
Don't chase him.
2-3-2.
Oh, they're just throwing.
Oh, they're exchanging here. Oh, he got hurt. He's down. And he dives on him with this punch when he's down. Very nice.
Wants the single. Nice, strong, good takedown defense. He's in the full guard.
Losing a half guard.
Nicely done.
You gotta fight for that underhook.
And back to full guard.
Side control. Boom. 30 seconds remains in the round.
Big elbow. Nice right hand.
Hands up.
Big right hand.
Our first round is in the books. Difficult round to score, Joe.
Definitely. There wasn't much action, and you never know how a judge weighs a takedown over, say, a jab. Very tough round to call.
You go out there and just keep fighting hard. Hey, I need you to circle left and stay aggressive. Get that leg kick going. Get that leg kick going. All right? All right.
Ready to go. Start to finish.
Hey, you're never against the cage. You turn him, I want you to knee him and dig into the body, okay? Keep him busy.
Let's take a look at some of the action from that round, Mike. This was well timed here. Just a beautiful slip and counter. And here's that devastating counter strike. That is world-class striking right there. And this was right on target. That is nasty, scary power in that shot.
You gotta fight your fight. You gotta take him down. You gotta impose your will because you're bigger, stronger.
The beautiful Chandella Powell.
Gentlemen, you ready? You ready?
Second round, fight scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. And he answers. And now he's answered.
What an exchange here. Both guys staying in tight. Nice leg kick.
They clinch.
And he's down. Side control.
Oh!
Oh, he gets reversed.
Pressure, pressure.
Oh, reversal. Reversal. Very nice. He's working the rubber guard.
Under 3 minutes.
Oh, he got reversed.
Wow, that right hand.
Oh, he got reversed.
Passes.
Moves into half guard.
Good transition.
Oh, he gets reversed. Passes to half guard.
Work for the keys, come on.
2 minutes left in the second. Side control. And now there's also a cut on Merciless Joe.
Oh! He's got half guard.
He's dying. Keep him working.
Oh, reversal.
Work that wrist control.
90 seconds remains in the second. Just over a minute remains.
He caught the kick.
Fast hands. Good battle inside.
We got 1 minute.
Lift that underhook.
45 seconds. Left on this side. Wrestle him, man. Let him see the uppercut.
Follow up. 20 seconds.
Back him up.
Relentless takedowns here.
Up and out. Up and out. Up and out.
Pushes him off with the feet.
Perfect
That's the end of round number 2. Our fighters will move to the 3rd and final round.
I like how they took that fight everywhere in that round, Mike.
Absolutely. Some well-rounded skills shown by each fighter. We have no idea what to expect here in the last round, but I'm looking forward to it.
Right? You feel him open that guard. Bring out that combat knee. Get yourself, okay?
Listen to me. Don't crowd him. Relax. Don't go for the big hook. Use the right hand. Hook right hand, jab right hand.
Let's go to the replay of that round, Mike. This was that counter. Such unbelievable timing on that. And here's that incredible throw. That is world-class technique right there. And here we see that exchange that ended in a solid takedown. A lot of versatility being shown in that round, Mike.
Breathe. All right. Go to the body and press him back. Breathe.
The beautiful Brittany gets us set for round 3.
Gentlemen, you ready? You ready?
Here we go, round 3.
Let's fight.
Great combinations. I like the way he's mixing these up. He's down.
And he gets his opportunity and he jumps down. He's in the guard now.
Oh, beautiful left hook. He's rocked.
What an onslaught of attack here. Again, the takedown is stuffed. The crowd clearly in favor of Big Dog.
Very nice.
And right into side control.
He's got his arm trapped, and he's got the other arm trapped in between the legs.
Oh, big right hand. This fight is close to being over.
Oh, he recovers.
The chants continue. The crowd really behind Big Dog. Great reversal. Pushing his opponent away.
Beautiful uppercut. Oh, big kick. Drop down for a double.
Good sprawl. Joey's looking for some control here.
Oh, belly to belly again. He's looking for an arm triangle.
Trying to remain calm, see if he can break out of this.
Oh, he's out of it.
Nicely done. Joey's got them out. He can finish the fight from here.
Oh, he's going for an arm bar. Trying to pry those hands loose. His opponent's using real good defense. Oh, he rolled out of it. Very nicely done. Back to side control. He ate that one.
Beautiful.
Trying to get to a dominant position, Joe.
And he gets reversed.
Back to their feet. Stuffed. 30 seconds remains in the round.
Big Dog is breathing heavy right now, Mike.
Looking to wall walk. 3 rounds complete. This fight is over. We will head to the judges' scorecards. Joe, that was a pretty darn good fight.
That was an awesome fight. Let's take a look at the replay, Mike. Here's that beautiful counterpunch. And here we see some real power on display. Fantastic suplex. And here's that submission escape. Great display of ground defense here.
The judges have rendered their decision. And here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score it 29-28, 29-28, and 29-28, declaring La Gagnon and the winner by unanimous decision. Merciless.
Merciless is the victor. Up next, a light heavyweight showdown between Cowboy and the Hammer. Fighting out of the blue corner is the Hammer, an exciting fighter with outstanding cardio. He pushes the pace from start to finish and will be looking to overwhelm his opponent with an endless barrage of strikes. Standing across from him in the red corner is Cowboy, a well-conditioned mixed martial artist. He's known for dominating fights from the clinch with a never-ending assault of dirty boxing, knees, and elbows. Look for him to push an incredible pace all the way until the final bell. The Hammer, set to enter the world-famous octagon once again.
He's a very active fighter, Mike. When he's on his feet, he's dodging in and out, changing angles, changing levels. He's extremely hard to time and unpredictable with his attacks. You never know if he's shooting it for a takedown or setting up a high kick.
The Hammer, ready to throw down and put on a show. Cowboy, making his way to the world-famous octagon.
This guy is a very accomplished judoka. He'll be very powerful in the clinch, and when he's there, he'll be looking to set up big throws or takedowns. If he can close the distance and get underhooks, we're going to see some beautiful martial arts technique from him.
Cowboy, fired up and ready to go. Our Tale of the Tape is brought to you by Tap Out, an expression of combat known worldwide, now available at tapout.com. Once again, with our official introductions for this battle, the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC Light Heavyweight Division.
Introducing first.
Fighting out of the blue corner, this man is a wrestler. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Kislovodsk, Russia, the Hammer. And now, fighting out of the red corner, this man is a wrestler. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Houston, Texas, Cowboy. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of this contest is Mario Yamasaki.
Mario Yamasaki, our referee. Mike Goldberg with Joe Rogan, and we are ready to start round 1. The Hammer, Cowboy. And here we go. Oh, answered by a big body shot. Again teeing off.
Big left hook.
Nice double leg.
He's got mission control here. And back to full guard.
Great job on the reversal.
Keep moving. Keep the half guard. Pull on the hip, kick him away.
And now he's in side control. He ate that one.
Oh, this
And
one
another.
is getting ugly.
Oh, reversal.
Postures up. Boom.
Oh, he gets reversed.
Able to pass to half guard.
Oh, he got reversed. Oh!
Oh! Joe, let's see what he chooses to do here.
Get your feet on his hips. Here we go.
Moves to half guard. Nice right hand. Oh, Oh, he got reversed.
Push away and get back to your feet.
Back to their feet. Nice sprawl. Good takedown defense. Under 2 minutes remains. Mission control, Joe.
He's in full guard.
Control his hands. Keep him away. Keep him away.
Great reversal. Into his guard.
Who's in a half guard?
Nicely done. He's in the guard now.
And he gets reversed.
The real key here is to use the cage to help get yourself back to your feet. Oh,
Nice
big
dirty
uppercut.
boxing.
Control the clear.
Final 30 seconds. Non-title fight scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds.
Put him on the cage.
Stay busy.
Big right hand. Oh, good combination.
Hands up.
Joey's looking for some control here.
He's got double underhooks.
Round 1 is in the books. The crowd is showing its disappointment in that performance, Joe.
I love the intricacies of the ground game, but neither guy seemed willing to take a chance when it went there, which makes for a very stale, very unexciting matchup.
He's got nothing for you. Straight punches with.
Gets that back, you fight that 2-on-1. If he gets that body lock, you gotta fight it off. You swim that arm over. Okay? You swim that arm over.
Let's check out some of the action from that round, Mike. Here we see the fight get taken to the ground, steps right into the strikes. And here's that massive shot that connected on the ground. Right here we see that tremendous counter shot land.
Good? Okay, he's tired. His legs are tired from trying to hold that figure four. Okay, push the...
The beautiful Shandella with us tonight.
Here we go, guys. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Set for round 2. This fight scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Push kick.
Beautiful head kick there.
Let those hands go. Shot go.
Keep pressuring him once you get him moving back. 1-6.
He misses. Make him fake.
Let's go. Shot go. Back up.
Now looking for the takedown. He wants the double. Again, the takedown is stuffed.
Watch for him.
He's in the guard.
Reversal. Very nice.
Transitions to side control.
He ate that one. Into full guard here.
Submission time.
Oh, passes to the half guard.
Big shots from the top here.
Vicious ground and pound.
He's in the full mount.
Postured up.
You're okay. Hold his hands down.
Oh, reversal.
Great job on the reversal. Transitions to the full mount.
Oh, he's got an arm bar. Trying to pry those hands loose. His opponent's using real good defense. Oh, he rolls out of it. Very nice escape. Oh, he gets reversed. Passes to half guard. Moves into full mount here. Oh, he's got an arm triangle.
Great submission defense.
Oh, he's out of it.
Nicely done.
Oh, he got reversed.
You gotta fight that underhook. Head control. Take the back. Work that wrist control. Do not let him turn into you.
Oh, he got reversed.
Push on the hip.
Moves into half guard here. Oh, he's mounted him. Oh, reversal.
And now they're back to their feet.
There you go.
Stuffed.
Beautiful.
Countering and scoring big time.
Nice body shot and then hook combination.
He's getting too comfortable.
Hands up.
Good.
Oh, big right hand, he's down. Diving punch into the guard.
Great reversal. In the full mount. Able to posture up from full mount.
10 seconds.
Oh, big shot, he's hurt.
That's the end of round number 2. Our fighters will move to the 3rd and final round. Wow, what a great ending to a great round.
Yeah, that shot at the bell very nearly ended the fight, Mike. It'll be interesting to see what advice they get from their corners going into the third.
Good? Okay, he's tired. His legs are tired from trying to hold that figure four. Jay, push the pace.
Now, on the ground, you can catch him all day long in that triangle and that armbar. You can catch him all day long, okay? Got it all day long.
All right, let's go to the replay, Mike. Here we see some beautiful submission defense to get out of that. And some incredible power on that shot here. Just connected perfectly. Some good groundwork in that round, Mike.
Fight that 2-on-1. If he gets that body lock, you got to fight it off.
Ready to start round 3. There's the beautiful Brittany.
Here we go, guys. Are you ready? Are you ready?
We are set for the third and final round.
He's got double underhooks here. Beautiful throw.
Great Greco-Roman right there, Joe.
Half guard.
Postures up. Let's see what he does from here, Joe. Boom!
Just keep picking at it. Push him off line and move your hips.
Working the rubber guard. He's throwing a leg up, looking for a triangle. That's perfect position, Mike. He's got the arm across the neck. He's pulling tight. He's adjusting even tighter.
Oh, it's over. Triangle choke. Victory tonight. Cowboy with the spectacular finish. And Joe, when you saw the force not only on the neck, but also just the way he was throwing his whole bit of body weight on his opponent, there's no way he wasn't going to tap out or pass out.
Here we see it one more time.
And with the official decision, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mario Yamasaki has called a stop to this contest
At 1 minute, 13 seconds of the third round, declaring La Gagnon and the winner by tap out due to a triangle choke, Cowboy.
Cowboy is victorious. Coming up next, it's our co-main event of the evening, a light heavyweight title fight between Blitz and the Punisher. Fighting out of the blue corner is the Punisher, known for his stand-up skills and his endless cardio. This crowd favorite pushes a pace that few fighters can match, and he'll be looking to steamroll over one more opponent tonight. Standing across from him in the red corner is Blitz. With effective takedowns and a highly aggressive style, this is one of the best conditioned athletes in the division. He'll be looking to wear his opponent down with his relentless pace. The Punisher, making his way to the octagon, ready to compete for the title.
This guy can really impose his will in a fight, Mike. He's constantly pushing forward, putting pressure on you. He'll grind you up against the cage, pepper you with shots, come at you with relentless ground and pound. He just keeps bringing the attack the whole time he's in there.
The Punisher, ready to throw down and take home the title. Blitz, making his way to the octagon, ready to defend his UFC title.
He's a very active fighter, Mike. When he's on his feet, he's dodging in and out, changing angles, changing levels. He's extremely hard to time and unpredictable with his attacks. You never know if he's shooting it for a takedown or setting up a high kick.
Blitz, fired up and ready to show why he is the champion. Our Tale of the Tape is brought to you by Tap Out, an expression of combat known worldwide, now available at tapout.com. And now with the official introductions, the veteran voice of the Octagon, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of the evening. 5 rounds of fighting for the UFC Light Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, the challenger. Fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a boxer and a wrestler. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Baltimore, Maryland, the Punisher. And now, introducing the champion. Fighting out of the red corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the reigning, defending UFC Light Heavyweight Champion of the world, Blitz. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of this contest is Herb Dean.
All right, gentlemen, this is for the championship. You've been given your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves. Let's make it official.
Mike Goldberg, Joe Rogan, set for the start of round number 1.
Are you ready to fight?
The Punisher, Blitz. And here we go.
There's a bit of a cut here on Blitz.
Don't chase him.
Stuffed. Nice right hand. Into his guard. Little rubber guard.
Oh, he's slapping on a triangle.
Got the legs together, pulling on the back of the head, trying to finish this fight. It is all over.
Very nice triangle.
Man, Joe, that was textbook. Locked it in, pulled on the head, cut off the blood flow. Good night. What a performance. He defends the UFC Light Heavyweight title.
As soon as he adjusts with his hands, he gets it in deeper, then he pulls down the head, and his opponent is forced to tap.
From another angle.
Beautiful technique here, and he gets the tap.
Here's Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 9 seconds of the very first round, declaring La Gagnon and the winner by tap out due to a triangle choke. And still, the UFC Light heavyweight champion of the world, Blitz.
Blitz defends his UFC title. Now it's time for our main event of the evening. Coming up next, it's a heavyweight title fight between the Kid and Big Papi. Fighting out of the blue corner is Big Papi with crushing power in his kicks. He'll be looking to keep this fight on the feet and deliver a knockout from the outside. Standing across from him in the red corner is the Kid. Dazzling crowds and his opponents with his speed, this stand-up specialist will be looking to end the fight early and in spectacular fashion. Papi making his way to the octagon, ready to compete for the title.
This guy has great hands, Mike. He's trained extensively on his boxing skills and has beautiful, clean technique with his punches. Great power in his hooks, good stiff jab, and he defends well. He keeps his chin down, and he doesn't leave a lot of openings when he's throwing shots.
Big Papi ready to throw down and take home the title. The Kid set to enter the octagon and defend his UFC title.
He uses a lot of karate techniques in his mixed martial arts, Mike. He's got a lot of power in his punches and kicks, and he's very elusive on his feet. He's got especially dangerous counter strikes, so his game plan may be keeping his distance and waiting for an opening.
The Kid ready to throw down and defend his title. Our Tale of the Tape is brought to you by Dodge. We are now set for the official introductions, and with that, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And now, live from the Bell Center in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, it's time! 5 rounds, for the UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, the challenger, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a boxer and a wrestler. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 230 pounds. Fighting out of Ruelle, Malmaison, France, Big Papi! And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a boxer. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 240 pounds. Fighting out of New York, New York. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the reigning, defending UFC Heavyweight Champion of the world, the Kid. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of this contest is Herb Dean.
All right, gentlemen, this is for the championship. You've been given your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves. Let's make it official.
Hi again, everybody. Mike Goldberg alongside Joe Rogan, and we are ready for round one.
Are you ready to fight?
Big Papi, the Kid. And here we go.
Let's do it.
Huge left and right.
Those are snapping his head back, Mike.
Push kick.
Big right hand.
Working with the over-under.
Over-under here.
Pushing him up against the cage. Oh, but he ate a left hand.
Left.
Come on, baby, 1-2. 1-1-2 live.
What an exchange here.
Good counter, though, Joe. Oh, nice left and a right. And he answers.
Big Papi's cut open here, Mike. Big Papi's really starting to bleed now, Mike.
Is that the over-under? Well over 2 minutes remains in round number one.
Stay busy. Hold his head. Please. Get to the lever.
Under 2 minutes remains.
Oh, big kick. Oh, we got tagged to the hook.
And now he's answered.
Oh, looping hook there.
Oh, answered by a big body shot. Over the top. Oh, they're just throwing.
Oh, they're exchanging here. Nice right hand.
45 seconds remains in the first round.
He's in full guard here.
You've got better position.
Trying to utilize the cage to get back to his feet.
Come down with a good one.
He's looking for a Kimura. It doesn't look like he's got it. It looks a little loose here.
Round one complete. Not a lot of activity in that round, Joe.
Yeah, aside from that nice submission attempt at the end of the round, we're not seeing a lot of effective offense from either fighter.
Off timing. 3-2, 3-2. He's still looking for that uppercut, all right? Don't give him that uppercut.
One quick thing, when you go jab, bro, come back with the jab. Don't come back with the hook. He's leaning back. You'll catch him with the jab.
Work out those punches. Remember, defense and offense at the same time, okay? Split that offense, cut that angle. Split that offense, cut that angle. Split that.
Let's go to the replay of that round, Mike. This was that counter. Such unbelievable timing on that. And here you can see the very well-timed counter. Slipping out, back in, and connecting.
He's running backwards, so you're gonna have to keep jabbing in. You're gonna have.
Chandela gets us set for round 2.
Are you ready to fight? Are you ready?
We start round 2.
Come on,
this fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds.
Both guys staying in tight.
Good leg kick.
What an exchange here.
And he answers. And now he's answered. In tight.
Let him see the uppercut. To your chin, to your chin. That's all right, that's all right.
Oh, he got hurt. He's down.
Quick hands.
He got blasted, but he seems to have recovered quickly.
Joe, the crowd favorite, is the Kid.
Sometimes it's better to throw shorter, quicker punches, and that's what we're seeing here tonight. When you put all that effort and energy into a punch and you really wind up, it takes more time to reach the fighter.
Body shots. Fast hands. Good battle inside.
That one dropped him. He's hurt. He's hurt. I can't believe he got back to his feet, but he is hurt badly.
2 minutes remains in the second. Countering and scoring big time.
Oh, he's hurt. That one dropped him.
Into his guard. Into half guard.
Moves into full mount here. Oh, good hip escape from the bottom. Moved into half guard.
Just over a minute remains.
And he gets reversed. Now into side control. He's got his arm trapped, and he's got the other arm trapped in between the legs, and he lets him back up. Just missed with that one.
And that is the end of round 2. Joe, both fighters seem determined to keep this fight standing.
And the crowd here seems to appreciate a good striking match, Mike.
Following at range. He's backing up square, so the kick won't reach him. You gotta just.
You can be there. Heavy hands for me. Heavy hands for me, all right? Heavy hands.
Listen, jab, okay? I don't want you looking at him. I want you step jabbing with the quick jab, okay? He's got nothing. I want him back.
Let's take a look at the replay of some of the action here, Mike. This was a beautiful counter. Unbelievable timing here. And here was that nasty counter strike, just so perfectly timed. Solid striking on display in that round, Mike.
You get hands in his face fast. Fast. All right, hard hands in his face.
The beautiful Brittany gets us set for round 3.
Are you ready to fight? Are you ready?
And we are set for the start of round 3. This is a championship fight, so it is scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds.
Keep pressuring him once you get him.
He's got double underhooks. Got him clinched up against the fence.
Control the clinch.
Oh, nice uppercut. Left hook, he's down.
He dives into the guard and punishes his opponent.
He's looking for Kimura.
Oh, man, really cranking on that shoulder.
This looks bad.
It's over. He taps. Wow. Locked in the shoulder. Locked in the Kimura. we have a new UFC heavyweight champion.
Yeah, here you see, as soon as he clasps his hand to his wrist, he's got it locked up, twists the arm behind his back, and his opponent is forced to tap. See it one more time. He connects that hand to that wrist. That's where all the leverage comes from.
The veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer, has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 33 seconds of the third round, declaring La Gagnon and the winner by tap out due to a Kimura. And now, the new UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Big Papi!
Big Papi is your new UFC champion. Joe, let's take a look at tonight's fight of the night.
Yeah, hands down, this had to be the fight of the night. Neither guy wanted to quit, and that made for a really entertaining fight. It's a shame that there can only be one winner because both these guys deserve credit for a win after this performance. Awesome, awesome fight.
Joe, time to take a look at our knockout of the night.
Man, I tell you, this has got to be one of the most brutal knockouts we've ever seen here in the UFC. He got caught right on the button and was put to sleep. What an incredible performance here this evening. And I'll tell you what, this guy is a handful for anybody in the division.
Joe, let's take a look at our submission of the night, and man, it was a good one.
Yeah, this was just a sick triangle here, Mike. Once he got that foot locked in behind the knee, the arm across the body, he squeezes and pulls down on the head, getting the tap. What an outstanding performance as he takes home the submission of the night.